Today I'm going to show you about how to trim a dog's nails. It's always helpful, first off, to get somebody to help you restrain the dog or hold the dog, that way that you can concentrate. We have several types of clippers. We have these kind, this kind, and these. I prefer, depending on the size of the dog, I don't prefer these for dogs. Even these, they tend to dull very quickly. And I can't always see what I'm doing with these. So I tend to prefer these. These would be small to mediums. This would be for your large dog. This is Katie. We're going to go ahead and do these. Again, prior to starting on your pet and even having someone restrain your pet, always be prepared first. If you don't have the Quick Stop at home, you can always get a little bowl of cornstarch, because you use it to thicken gravy, so it works perfect to stop bleeding. And get a couple of Q-tips, wet them so that the powder of the cornstarch or the styptic will stick to it, and it'll be easier to do what you need to do. So first off, you also can get some treats and give them periodic little cookies, so that, and tell them they're good kids. That always helps as well. But as far as for this particular girl, if she sees the cookies, she's going to go crazy. So we'll put them in my pocket. Now, okay. Good girl. So again, it's the same thing like if you're doing a cat. Stay. You got the pink and the white. If you go into the pink, that's the quick. It's going to bleed. It's going to hurt them. They're not going to like it. But if you do get it and they bleed, don't panic. You have your cornstarch or your styptic and your Q-tip right next to where you're working, so don't panic. And so again, if you just look for the pink, go the white, and you just start off by taking a little bit off. I always hold it like this so I can see what I'm doing. I angle it. If you see where the pad is at, I usually angle towards the pad, so it's like kind of outer on this side, kind of towards the pad on the inside. See, like that. I don't normally go straight down. And then what I do is, if the pet allows, I take the edges off the side, so it's a little bit rounded. It's not sharp. Okay, and see, this is where I would reach into my little pocket and go, good girl, it's a cookie. And again, like hers is not very long, so I'm not going to trim a lot off. I'm just going to take the very tip, because again, I don't want it to bleed. And I would take, hold still, baby. And then I would just take the edges, just to take the sharp edge off. Okay, easy, baby girl. Okay. And again, now, if it was a dark nail, I don't just, because I can see what I'm doing here. So if it was a dark nail, I would just take a tip. I would look, and the darker the quick gets, that means the closer you're getting to where it's going to bleed. So when you have a black nail or something dark where you can't see the actual pink there, don't just go, oh, let's see, because it will bleed for sure, and it bleeds a lot. So just start going a little bit, and just keep an eye on the color of the quick. The darker it is, the closer you're getting it for it to bleed. And again, I just start like that. I angle that way. Good girl, Katie. I just take a tip. I take the edges off, just to get the sharp points off. You're a good girl. You're all right. I'm coming down here. I angle again towards the pad, because that's the direction kind of I want to take it. Okay, and hers are easier only because I can see them. I know, I love you too. Okay, and then I just take the edge off. And I check always for the dew claw, because, and some animals are going to need, you don't ever want the nails to get so long the dog has trouble walking, because then they can go and grow into the pad, which causes infection and it causes problems. So if your pet tends to get longer nails, get them trimmed more often. If you can't do it at home, call us, make a technician appointment, maybe once every 4 to 6 weeks. That way we can keep the nails trimmed and it won't be a problem. But if you look at Katie's nails, it's kind of in line with that. If I went any shorter, it would be bleeding and I would cause her pain, and I don't want to do that. So That's pretty much how you do it. Again, always be prepared. Have either styptic or your cornstarch ready. Have your wet Q-tips. Maybe even have something to wipe with just in case, and have a little pocket of treats or a little bowl of treats. And you can let it, then you let them up and you just say, what a good girl. And then that way, then that way that, your nails are done.